going down roads and looking for places here out in the Siuslaw National Forest. Charles just went down that one there. See what we can find. This is a rainforest, so this kind of weather is kind of normal. Here comes Charles back with the news. We'll find out here if this is a campsite or not. What's that?
You gotta come.
Yeah, this is the spot?
Dude.
Alright.
It opens up to a whole new world.
We're there. Mind you, I am 8'6" tall with my camper on the back. And this is why I built my camper out of plywood, because plastics and fiberglass don't hold up to this. Those fancy tents you put up on the roof, let's see how long that lasts. My camper's on its second season, and this was just a prototype. So the only thing that waterproofed it was some good paint. Oh, getting narrow, getting narrow. Oop. It's okay. I taught 3 people how to drive in this truck, so the sides are already scratched up. Glad Charles is here, because if I do get stuck, he can pull me out. But I'd rather not let him have the bragging rights of pulling out my truck. Oh, look at here. We've arrived. Wow. There's another road that goes behind us where I just turned. If I went right, all this open space here. I think it's almost like a fire camp. There's several little campgrounds all around. You go first, tell me what you find. Forecast today was 80% rain. Well, they were 100% right. It's rained 80% of the time. But you know what? I love the forest when it rains. I love listening to the raindrops and the leaves. Just take it in, man. Sounds like he's coming back. Let's see what we can see down here. What you think?
It's cool for a summer spot. There's a big swimming hole, but there's no hammock down there.
No. Not even gonna hike off a little bit?
Watch this. Summer spot, yes.
Here's the spot that Charles has found for us. Very muddy road, very slippery, very tight, but he says it is the spot. Yes, this is why I'm never gonna buy a new truck. Oh, lots of fun. Okay, so here's the spot. Alright, cool. Here comes Charles. Rolling on down the same road. As you can see, it was even over him. Audrey is the first to try out the swing.
Not dead yet.
It's holding her just fine. So we're going to go ahead and take this site. Now, Charles and Audrey are going to be sleeping in my camper. I am going to be sleeping in a hammock. No real choices for trees around here, except for these two. What was all the screaming about?
You took a really bad video of me.
It's kind of burned, but still pretty solid. I think I can get a strap around that pretty safely. The only problem is straight up there. You can see it. Nice Widowmaker. So I'm gonna have to get out my rope and a rock and see if I can get that thing down out of there before I set up my hammock.
So wing.
This is my favorite sport to do in the rain. Just the one.
Ooh.
That one needs to come off too.
Charles is going to give it a go now.
Wait for this pro shot put right here.
It's not
We're
pro.
world record shot put right now.
No shit.
Oh, she
I will
did
say
do
she
it.
went farther than you. Oh!
I'm done.
You know, most of these camps here in Oregon don't have names. This one doesn't. So it has a swing on it, a really nice one. So it's affectionately now called Camp Swing. So with the weather, we decided to deploy the easy up with the walls. Got our nice little fire pit going here. Table set up over there so we can cook whatever. Right now it's kind of a drying rack as well. Come around the side here. Underneath all that is my hammock. Yeah, a little bit overkill on the tarps. Used Charles's underquilt for the first time. That was awesome. I'm gonna have to invest in something like that for mine. And as you can see, we got a trail here and a trail here. Both of them lead out to the water down there. And that is the North Fork of the Smith River. Previous videos you might have heard me talking about the Smith River. That would have been the South Fork. This is the North Fork. So you got plenty of room to set up a tent over here if you wanted to. Nice and flat. Also where the easy up's at. Not too much for hammocks around here. So you can see plenty of room out here to park as well if you had another kind of camper or something here. But there's the swing. And it's a tall swing. I'd say that's like 30, 35, maybe 40 feet to that limb. Now heading back down this old ancient logging road is where we decided to set up the latrine. Why do I always do this? I don't know, maybe 25 years in the portable toilet industry. It's just made it really interesting to me. But there it is back there. There's actually a nice little clearing. Gives you just enough cover for privacy, but you got a view. And there we have it, Camp Swing.
Got our brats going on this little crazy freaking snail I showed y'all earlier. He decided he wanted to get warm too. He's just checking out this fire. I don't know what he's thinking. Gonna get himself cooked. We might just have some escargot. Never done this.
Cooked over the fire in the rain. Have you, son?
Huh?
Have you ever cooked over the fire in the rain?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I've had a few fires in the rain, but never cooked over one.
It's all good. They'll taste good. Smoke tastes tasty. He's like, okay, I'm warming up. I'm out of here.
It's like red now.
Now he's like, run! It's too hot.
He was trapped underneath the rock over one spot.
So this guy right here, he's just found his place over here now. Where's the other one at?
Well, he was trapped. The other one's still on top of the rock.
Oh, that one's just kind of chilling over here on the rock.
He's still been there on Pride
Is
Rock.
he alive?
Yeah, he's moved around.
See a snail? A snail trap?
Yeah. I think they're attracted to the warmth.
It's quite a rainy day.
morning. Sunday. There's the first salmon berries of the year. Not quite ready to eat yet. Almost.
It doesn't seem to be raining anymore. Hopefully it's not going to rain anymore today like it did yesterday. Everything we have is just soaked. And sure be nice just to get a little bit of sun for this nice 3-day weekend. But you know, hey, it's what it is. This is Oregon. We just happen to be in an actual rainforest. And I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's not the Siuslaw.
Siuslaw National Forest.
Gotta say it with an Indian tongue.
Now that there's a slug. He's like 2.5 to 3 inches long.
Step over. I don't know what to say. Step over. It's not. You all see sun.
Okay, I'm here.
The things we do for photographs.
Got some bad luck here. Flat tire. Gonna have to go on foot back to the truck now.
It's a nice walk. Bye-bye, little Jeep. Well, hopefully Sasquatch don't get us. Look at these trees. Incredible.
Luckily, my truck's not too far away from where we got the flat tire. We're on our way to a spot called Kentucky Falls to go do a little day hike. And oh, that sun's just gonna tear up everything, isn't it? So my truck's probably about maybe 2 miles, 3 miles maybe from where we got the flat tire. So we're on foot, but the thing that's gonna suck the most is that last freaking quarter mile where all those trees and bushes are just all over the place. Yep, that's gonna be the fun part.
This is the section that's tough to drive through here. I'm holding this camera at mouth level. My truck's a lot higher.
Okay, all back up and running, getting ready to head back to camp.
Well, it's Monday morning. The rain's back. Yeah, probably gonna be a shorter day today. After we get up, we get moving around. But I figured I'm just gonna light this fire here and enjoy a little bit of this morning.
Little fireplace upgrade here. If you notice, it's a 3-sided fireplace now. Rather than a big pile of rocks with a dead log in the middle of it. So it actually works pretty nice. Reflects that fire right back to me. Take your time making your nice fire pit. It's worth it. You enjoy it, plus it's safe. None of that, when you do that, you get all the little plastic bottles and caps and crap that people put inside the fire that just stink. You can get it all out when you do that. We're going to share a little campfire secret here for you. The key to not having a real smoky fire is having ventilation. You see this little trench that I've dug out underneath this fire? If you don't have a fancy Dakota fire pit like I made in the last video, all you have to do is just take your poker, be it a stick or something, and just keep digging a nice hole underneath the fire. Keep that wide open so plenty of air can get in there. And what that does, it allows the air to come from underneath, causing the fire to burn hotter. So the air goes down through there, and all that heat rises up. And because it's so hot, it takes that smoke straight up with it. So you can put a vent in the front, you can put a vent in the back, the sides, it doesn't really matter. Or you can just take a couple of big rocks, put 2 big rocks on either side and build your fire across it this way. It all works as long as there's plenty of ventilation and air, 2 to 3 inches at least, underneath your fire. Your smoke's gonna go straight up. And it's gonna be a lot more enjoyable fire, a lot more hot fire. If you're gonna cook, a little different, you're gonna wanna smash all this stuff down into coals, and you can put those coals right in that trench, and boy, you'll have a nice cooking bed. So, cool things. Alright, so now I've filled my trench with all the hot coals, and put my kielbasa right over top there. Nice cooking right there. Look at that heat. Num, num, num. Look at that. Look at that. Meat. I'm a meat eater. Monday morning, Memorial Day. Please take a minute and remember our fallen. In case anybody was wondering, I stand. Well, today is the day we're going to go home. We've had one beautiful day of sun and 2 beautiful days of rain. But, well, I don't know about if it's a full day of rain, but it's been raining now for the last few hours. And honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to let up. Don't have any way of getting the official forecast for the moment. When I left the house, it was supposed to be partly cloudy today, no rain at all, but, you know, this is Oregon. Weather changes every 15 minutes, so it could be sunny and beautiful today. We'll see, but either case, we will be packing it up and going down this road and getting out of here today. It's been a fantastic trip. It's been very adventuresome. You know, this is actually a rainforest, so we anticipated being wet, hence the immense amount of tarps around my hammock. But, you know, hey, it's part of life here in Oregon. We enjoy it. Time to go home. Time to make our way through this crazy forest again. Give you some perspective this time. Charles is going to go first.
Sliding going on here. Come on, Charles, give me some room. I need space. Trying to run at this baby. We're going sideways there for a minute. Let him get ahead of me here because I know there's another muddy section. He's got 4-wheel drive. He can go slow. I do not. I have to go kind of fast. Don't want to end up down there in the ditch. Trying to pick berries out of my radiator. Here's the mud again. We're going to go harder and faster. Yeehaw! Wiggling! Yeah, we made it. Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, we lay out some cones so nobody comes down a road like that and wastes their time. Charles lost his mirror.
Ooh,
Where'd it go?
over here.
Oh!
I'm done.
And there we have it, swing camp. Or camp swing, I'm sorry.
Democrat.
I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's not the Siuslaw. I'm gonna mess this up again. It's National Forest. Gotta say it with an Indian tongue.